pleasure to Van Archer return and fun toupee waving suddenly lured me in when I browsed episode titles, and this is sharply skeevy. Charlie is the boss of the bar, which is subtly played on, but there's so much else happening in this episode. Dee and Dennis are charged with Charlie work, coin a phrase. Doesn't Mary Elizabeth Ellis look beautiful? Dennis has been grooming the waitress who throws herself at him. Already he wants her to wear more makeup. This parallel betrayal elevates the story to another level. Is this the worst thing Dennis has done to another of the gang? Oh yeah. Charlie hard at work as a boss. Mac banging Barbara is his first executive decision. His conspiring with Dee has a few aspects. We rarely get to see Charlie in a position of power, exercising his Machiavellian schemes. Early Sonny has much more of the gang turning Judas on one another, divided loyalties and schemes within schemes. Gelinos, though it's unnamed here. Frank's date is played by Marcia Ann Burrs. Nearly of his age, she no longer conforms to his sub-standards. Jenny the waitress is Danny's daughter, Lucy DeVito, presumably a fan who encouraged Danny to sign up. Classy Frank, classy. As Dennis waits for Charlie's call, he's putting the Dennis system into action. We've got super villain Charlie. Ann Archer is hysterical as a corrosive bitch matched against a hopefully hopeless McElhenney. And Charlie shows a level of evil. Dennis has an interesting relationship with Charlie. He's something of a mentor with a quiet respect he'd never admit to. Does he recognise a kindred spirit? How much of his cruelty comes from proximity to Charlie's violent edges? More great pacing. This is our first introduction to Sandy Martin as Mac's mum. Grumpy stoic, bloodshot downs. Her and Howard are such a great pairing. Her gravel tones add to the deadpan delivery. It's such fun seeing her knock Dennis's vanity on its ass. And a stakeout. Dee and the waitress. Dee discards her from the car in that disposable manner. In my mind, the last episode of Sonny will come about through a civil war between the gang, each leading respective divisions of supporting characters, Game of Thrones style. House Dennis, Dee Mother of Dragons. Frank's going clubbing with some mad dancing on show. Go for it, go for it. This is a fun aside. Subtly unsettling, Dee reports on Charlie forcing sex on her, and Dennis bemoans he's not getting any. Dee's refocus, how this is all because Charlie is Frank's number 2, brings Dennis to consider murder. The twins hate their father that much. So, the next iteration of Banging Moms. The speed train plot keeps moving. You can't waste an appearance of Lynn Marie Stewart. Always a joy and crushing Dennis's self-image. A fun reprise of vitriolic Barbara and needy Mac. We get Dennis's car coming in the shop behind him. Tiny attention to detail. Dennis and Mac rough and tumble reminds me of the college scrap in episode 1, and their grabbing and grappling with each other conveys pathetic nature better than any fists. Phase 3, no phase 4. Love Charlie's absolution here. And then the bomb. The waitress is just as horrible and screwed up. Poor Charlie, gut punch. You can't help but feel. Magic performances all round. I would tear through all this cardboard if it meant getting to patreon.com/Andy Luke quicker.